Linked Capacity Plus is a trunked radio technology from Motorola, which is based on ETC-DMR. A Linked Capacity Plus system can support up to 15 sites, with each site consisting of up to 9 repeaters. Of these 9 repeaters, 6 can be allocated to voice and data, in other words, a trunked channel. Since Linked Capacity Plus is based on DMR, each repeater supports 2 time slots. This means that a linked capacity site consisting of 9 trunk channels, or if you prefer repeaters, can support up to 12 simultaneous voice or data calls. If a site has 6 channels allocated as trunk channels, then the remaining 3 can be used as dedicated data revert channels. Data revert channels allow the system designer to offload data traffic onto a separate channel, thereby increasing the overall data capacity of the system. Unlike traditional trunking, Linked Capacity Plus uses no site controller, central switch or control channel. You do need to purchase a license, and the repeaters need to have 32 MB memory as well as release 2.2 firmware. The radios do not require a license, and all MOTOTRBO radios of all ages are supported. In order to understand how Linked Capacity Plus works, we have to understand how Capacity Plus works. Linked Capacity Plus is based on Capacity Plus, and therefore there is some interoperability between the two. A Capacity Plus site consists of up to 6 trunked repeaters with the option of additional dedicated data revert channels. The repeaters are connected via a standard Ethernet switch. One of the repeaters is configured as a master. The master acts as a registration point for the peer repeaters, but does not control the activity on the site. At any point in time, one slot on one of the repeaters is acting as the rest channel, or actually rest slot, or rest virtual channel. All radios which are not involved in the call monitor the rest channel. When a user wishes to make a call, the call is set up on the rest channel. Once the call is set up, the task of rest channel moves to the next vacant slot, and the current slot now becomes a voice channel or slot. Radios not involved in the call, because perhaps they are not a member of that group or weren't the target, move to the new rest slot. So, in effect, as calls are set up, the rest channel moves. When the call is over, the radios that were in the call move to the rest channel, wherever it is. This animation shows the channel allocation a little better. On this diagram, each radio icon represents a group of users on a Capacity Plus system. At the moment, all radios are monitoring the rest channel, circled on slot 1. A radio from Group A now makes a call. Slot 1 becomes a voice channel, and the other radios move to the new rest channel on slot 2. Another radio from Group B makes a call, and slot 2 also becomes a voice channel, and the remaining radios move to the new rest channel on slot 3. Now that Group A has finished their conversation, the radios join the other radios on the rest channel, and the process is repeated for every call setup. A Linked Capacity Plus system consists of a number of sites. Within each site are repeaters linked internally via standard Ethernet. In turn, the sites are linked via a router to an IP backbone. The IP backbone could be the internet or microwave point-to-point. The Ethernet switch and router are sometimes within the same hardware, in other words, within the same box. The router connected to the master repeater needs to have port forwarding configured. In early versions of Link Capacity Plus, the router also needs to support NAT loopback or hairpinning. In terms of configuration, the router on the site where the master is located needs to have a static IP address on its WAN port. The master also needs to have a static IP address. The router on this site needs to have port forwarding enabled to allow specific UDP traffic to be passed to the master repeater. Much like IP Site Connect, Link Capacity Plus wired area group calls are static. That is, they are relayed across a pre-defined set of sites. Individual calls are only transmitted on the sites where the called parties are present. That means if radio A is on site 1 and radio B is on site 3, only a voice channel on sites 1 and 3 are used to pass the call. All call or announcement call is relayed automatically across all sites. Remember that Link Capacity Plus uses no site controller, and this is the reason for relaying group calls in this way. The information regarding sites and the way in which the group calls are relayed is provisioned into the master. The master then shares this information with the peer repeaters. Remember that the system will continue to operate should the master go down for any reason. More information about Link Capacity Plus can be found on the latest MOTOTRBO system planner, as well as my YouTube channel and blog.